belated Merry Christmas and belated Happy New Year. I was hoping to get this video done around the 1st to do New Year's, and I've had to get a little accustomed to a bed. So for the first time in 3 years, I'm getting to actually sleep in a bed, albeit it's a hospital bed, and I more or less am chained to it. I can get out and for short spurts with my power chair, move it around, then my arm starts to go numb. It's freezing here in Oklahoma, so it's we're going to be in the 30s and 20s for the next week and a half, it looks like. But the bed has done some good things. Most of the water that is built up in my legs is gone. The healing of my leg that I was in the hospital for is almost complete. I mean, it really sped up once I got in the bed here the last 2 weeks or so. But it did come with its own set of challenges. I've had a couple of panic attacks when I wake up in the middle of the night, and all I want to do is lean forward and sit over my knees, or put your elbows on your knees and kind of hunch over like I would do in my recliner. I can't, because of course the bed only lifts you so far forward, and then I got my legs straight out in front of me. So I've had some kind of claustrophobic panic attacks. Those aren't fun, and it's been a long time since I've had one. Other than that, like I said, the healing has really sped up. I have no more drainage on any of the sores that are on my legs. I'm actually down to only having one sore left that's been scabbed over. Everything else is pretty well healed. I've also been taking a lot of zinc and vitamin C for just because I'm immune compromised anyway. I should be taking it, but zinc really helps with speedy recoveries, everything from the common cold to burn victims. So that's been that. I rang in the new year with a new bed. Beyond that, the stem cell stuff, I'm almost bipolar with it. Some days I feel like nothing has happened and nothing is getting better over this last month, because now we're just over 2 months away from it, and the max output I'm supposed to receive from it, if it's successful, is at 6 months. But I've had physical therapy last few weeks, and occupational therapy, and my feet, both of them now, I can do like calf raises when I'm sitting up in a chair. I can get my heels up off the ground and kind of flex my calf. I was able to do it at the beginning with my right leg, but I couldn't do it, or with my left leg, but I couldn't do it with my right leg. So that's an improvement, and I don't know if it's just an improvement of PT or if it's stem cell. I've been able to feed myself. Now, I haven't had anyone's assistance, having to scoop anything. My grip is strong, but my finger-to-finger, like fine motor skills, are really weak. And so trying to hold the utensil to eat is kind of a tricky balancing act. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, my legs feel pretty strong. I did notice that I have a TENS unit, little shock pads. And when I put them on my right calf, it doesn't register. Like, it doesn't know that it's being shocked. The muscles aren't jumping. I don't feel a sting. There's nothing there. I go up to my thigh and I can feel it up below the knee. I can't. So that's got me kind of worried, and doctors are looking into that. But I am, I don't know, overall, still in kind of a good mood. I've had some dark moments. And again, it's just like it's almost like the smile fades. Like, everything I'm showing everyone that I'm happy or I'm content, and deep down I know I'm not. This is the only creative thing I can do, this and singing. But I can't draw, I can't type on a computer to start writing again. I have a program that does speech to text, but when it doesn't pick up the right word, you just have to go back to the keyboard to correct it. So that's a big pain. Gabriel went home for 8 days after Christmas. And it was supposed to be my mom here for a couple days, a family friend for 4 days, and then my dad the last 2. Well, it ended up being my mom for the first couple days and then my dad the rest of it. And I know I've talked on here about in the past about how I've had a distant relationship with my father until I got sick, and then he just became Father of the Year again, helping me build this house and moving me up here and everything that goes along with it. But this past week was the first time since I was a kid that we really just sat down, him too, drank some coffee, and watched movies or TV shows. He binge watched Cobra Kai when he found out about it, and I told him the new season was out, so we're all caught up on that. I did 4 seasons in 3 days. But then we also sat and watched movies, and then we discussed movies, and we talked about sports. But beyond that, we started bonding with a lot of his past, and how he didn't think he was good enough for people whenever he was young, middle school, high school. Didn't come from money or anything like that. At the time, a lot of people around him were. Now the whole area is a piece of shit. But, when did he get his first girlfriend? When did he, just things I never knew about my dad. Things about his military service that I didn't know. And I'm not going to talk out of school about all the different things we talked about, but it was a very enriching bonding moment that I've missed over the last 20 plus years of this relationship I've had with my dad. If you look in my playlists, if you go to my channel and look in the playlist, you'll see a playlist that I put together. Says, what the hell does it say? Child to adult music of my life. And it's a playlist that you'll get a kick out of the very first song that comes up. I try to, in order of how I found the music and how I got interested in music, just wanted to go back to the very first song I can remember gravitating to, and it was a cassette tape that I got for my birthday with a little cassette player of Care Bears. It was the introduction to Care Bears back from 1983. I got it when I was 4 or 5, and it had a little booklet that went with it. Well, if you go to it, whoever did the YouTube video where it played the music, and also had the book. And the book had been colored on and stuff, but they were flipping the pages so you can read along with the cassette tape. So I found that, and then goes on to Eddie Rabbit's "I Love a Rainy Night," and by the end of it, you go through all the 80s of where I found different bands, and there's 648 songs in this playlist. And I don't think I'm done with it, but you'll see some songs kind of out of order timeline wise, but that's because that's where I found it. I was later, for instance, what's his name, Alice in Chains. I found that way after Nirvana, even though they came first. So, and then there's some rock bands that were 10 years old that I found later. Never heard them before. Never really had listened to a whole lot of the radio. I just used to watch MTV for videos like we all did, and I went with music from that. It's very introspective. Every one of those songs, you could write back to me and say, what's your memory based on this song? Because every one of those songs is a time-traveling memory where I can listen to it, close my eyes, and I'm back with so-and-so doing so-and-so. And it's, I don't know, it was like having my life flash before my eyes through music. And it was a lot of fun putting together, even though it was tedious. Going forward, I'm going to try to keep this video short, but I do want to do more videos more often. I still want to tell everyone that the stem cell, I do believe it is working. Um, I believe I want more out of it than what I'm getting, or I want it to be sooner. But I'm working the physical therapy, strengthening my legs, working on my arms, my stretches and stuff, and just got a trapeze handlebar for my bed that attaches to the top of it, and well, little minor improvements. You know, I don't want to say Rome wasn't built in a day, to have a cliche, but or baby steps, but ultimately, I guess that they're both true. I can't force it to happen. All I can do is work towards it. And a lot of it's frustrating when I think I could do something and then I can't. Or I'll wake up from a dream where I wasn't crippled and wake believing somehow I'm not, and then I'm trying to get out of bed. I'm like, wait, oh yeah, you are stuck in bed, aren't you? But all in all, I'm still in a good place mentally. I now have an option of getting up, go to my recliner during the day, running in here, going to the bed. All of it's done with the Hoyer lift. So basically, if you don't know what it is, it looks like an engine puller, but for humans. But Gabe is back. Gabe's doing good. We have a ton of video games to go through that I got for Christmas. But I just, like I said, just wanted to check in, so you guys know that I haven't fallen off the mental wagon or jumped from a cliff somewhere, or I guess rolled down Mount Scott in my wheelchair. So you guys take care. God bless you, and please look to me for another video. Bye bye.